Hi everyone, and welcome to our Week 5 discussion video. I'm hopeful that these videos have been helpful for you and that this one will be as well. We've had some great conversation in class, and I'm looking for Week 5 to be just as good, if not better. Let's review the discussion information for this week. Again, we have the discussion expectations and the grading rubric. If you haven't had an opportunity to review the Week 1 discussion video, please do. I go over the grading rubric in detail, explaining how you can earn full participation points for each discussion. That'll help you in all of your future classes. So for this week, our discussion prompt asks us to discuss the following. John, who is a chronic alcoholic, is currently in stage 5 of renal failure and has received a call that a donor match has been found for his kidney transplant. Describe the procedure of the transplant, including the pros and cons, to help John make a decision whether or not to proceed with the transplant or to continue with dialysis, dietary restrictions, and medications to control his renal disease. Based on the fact that John has destroyed his kidney due to his chronic alcoholism, should he be eligible for a kidney transplant or should he continue with the dialysis? Why or why not? What are the pros and cons for this decision? So you have a lot to think about with this discussion, lots of questions. Let's go over them just a little bit one more time. The first question is, describe the procedure of the transplant, including the pros and cons, to help John make a decision whether or not to proceed with the transplant or to continue with dialysis, dietary restrictions, and medications to control his disease. That's a lot. So make sure you're answering all of that. Next, you also have to address, based on the fact that he destroyed his kidney due to alcoholism, should he be eligible for a kidney transplant or should he continue with the dialysis? You need to make that decision based on what you've read and what you will research. Explain why or why not he should, and then what are the pros and cons for his decision. For this discussion, you're going to use the UMA virtual library as well as the internet or a community library to answer the questions. You're going to need to do some research. Be sure you properly cite your sources. Remember, when you provide a link to a page that you use for research, we're not looking for the home page, but rather the link to the page where the information is found. So if somebody else clicks on that link, they will take you directly to the page where they can read the information you found. I hope this has been helpful. Let's have a great week.